I've got both overhead lights on, alcove lights, the works. Right, so the reality is, well, let's start at the beginning. So I got this micro seal smooth masonry paint. It's breathable, it resists peeling and flaking, and it's dirt resistance, and it's got a 15-year trusted durability guarantee. Now it's only going on this floor, so my thought process, it's not sold as floor paint, but Christ, if it can be outside for 15 years, in all weathers and not flake, surely it can be on this floor and have me walk on it a couple of hours a day, if that. And I don't know if you've got onto this, if you've been watching my channel long enough, but I have got a bit of a pink theme going in the house. I don't know why, because I'm not really a pinky, yeah, I suppose I like colour, but not really a pinky girl. I'm not one of those women who like pink. You know what I mean? Like, pick this, pick that, but... Well, obviously I am, because, like, everything is pink. Anyway, it don't really matter, does it? We just need to get on with doing this. So, I'm going to do around the edges first with this brush. Then I'm going to do the roller in. Right then, so this one's going to have to be a voiceover, everybody, but you can see what I'm doing here. Drawing around these templates that you've just seen me make upstairs. So I want a border all the way around the room, and I decided that I was basically going to do the template, draw it all on the floor, and then basically paint it. So just very simply, I did those rectangles. I don't know if you can call them rectangles. Yeah, you can. I did those squares, which I'm putting on as diamonds, and then I obviously finish it off. I did start painting this, but I'm not happy with the colours. I just did a bit of a tester. The reason why I did it where I did it was because it's just out of the way. But tomorrow, well, I'll say what I'm going to do later on in the video. It's a bit of a gamble doing this, to be honest with you. It's going to be a lot of work, and I don't actually know if it's going to pay off. I'm hoping that it's going to pay off. I'm hoping that when it's done, it's going to look amazing. Look at my foot, it's full of paint, it's filthy walking on this floor. I'm just going to edit this video and then I'm going to fling myself into the bath and just chill out for the week, for the night. Anyway, let's move on. You'll see what my thoughts are in the next segment. Right, everyone, it's tea time. Where's my Coke? Oh, there it is. Have you seen what I've got on? I have been dressed and I have been out today, honest. But I was going to be thinking, should I put this video out like tomorrow when there's more to show? And then I thought, well, I'll just do it as I make progress. I think I've made progress today. So I got up this morning at like, I'm having steak and cheese butties. These steaks are from Tesco's, the £4, the called medallion ones. The £4 and they're alright. You get like 2 butties out of it. Like, I just eat butties nowadays, me. I just don't. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I'm channeling Michael Jackson. Well, the reality is that I was upstairs before, so I'm pretty hungry. I went into the attic and you saw in the video I was cutting templates, which are the ones you've just seen me using now for the border. But what I did, I made them. I'm gone. Right, I'll eat my tea in a minute. So, I went upstairs. I made those templates. Then I come back down and I thought, oh, I want something a bit more on it. I'll tell you what I'm doing in a minute. So I thought, I want something more on it. So I went upstairs and I thought, I'll draw on this vinyl. So I was cutting the vinyl and I weren't paying attention. And the scalpel, it's a scalpel, you've seen me use it, I went right across the front of me. So literally the top of my finger is hanging off. But it's not down to the bone, it is just the flesh. And it's almost off. I almost cut it completely off. And it bled a lot. And I rang my mum and I went, what should I do? Do I leave the air out? But it wouldn't stop bleeding. No, what do I do? Don't need the hospital. Or if it does, I'm not going to sit in an A&E for 8 hours. It's not happening. So I went to my mum's and she gave me some plasters. But I've just been to Asda. And I bought some more because I didn't have any in. And I got some Savlon cream. So in a bit, because I have a shower every morning, I have a bath every night. It's like my routine. So what I'll do is, after my bath, I'll wash my finger, put some Savlon on it, put a bandage on. I don't know if that's a good idea though, because that'll make it wet, won't it? I'll suss it out. But anyway, the point is I've got some Savlon now if I do anything, and some assorted plasters. I've had quite a few things happen to me while I've been on this project. So the other day I stood on a drawing pin, went right in my heel, right, and to the point where it was like flush up against my skin. It was like that far in, and I had to try and drag it out. That was painful. And then in my video the other day, I stabbed myself nearly. It did break the skin on one of those rods. And it's just been all of that, but that's what happens. But anyway, the situation is, I was just talking to my mum and Simon and I said, I feel a bit nervous about this front room. And she went, why? Like, normally I don't feel nervous about it. I feel good about it. But usually I can see in my head what I want it to look like. And I think I can see it, but it's not like the complete picture. So you'll probably realise that by now the top of the graves are going to be, the grave itself is going to be pink, which sounds crazy because that flies in the face of like the graveyard thing, but I think it's important that I distinguish. And my reasoning for this actually was because of something I mentioned the other night, and I never put it out. I did a recording when I was just thinking in the bedroom. But what I said is that I saw someone on eBay selling genuine 19th century, which I believe is the 1800s, or whatever, from the 1800s anyway, the 1830s, there was a grave, and it was a lad's grave, and his mother and father were mentioned on it. And this cellar it was a reclaimed place. And look, I'm not sending any problem with that. You know, what will have happened is they'll have got rid of a church somewhere or a graveyard somewhere. That person would have come in and reclaimed everything, and then they're just selling it on. But they wanted like 300 odd quid for this tombstone, and I'm not saying it wasn't worth it, but it made me feel a bit uneasy. What was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the camera? Just trying to see what battery there is. There's enough battery for me to say what I want to say. So, my tea were nice, it was just that staple to earn it. So yeah, I was talking about those graves. I decided that it was probably not right that I try and mimic a grave completely. So I've decided that I'm going to just use them as inspiration for what I want to do. So I am going to do the grave rubbings on the floor, that's definite. But I've decided to do them a different colour. Now, the problem that I've got is I've just painted the floor pink. And I'm not sure if I like it, if I'm completely honest. That said, it won't go to waste because I could use it to do the tiling stuff that I'm doing. But I think I need to finish it because I can always change it afterwards. Do you know what I mean? If I get fed up. And as I said, it's only forming the basis of it. So this is the problem with me. I change my mind so many times, and that's a problem when I start a job. But I just did a bit of a mock-up on the tiles. When I say the tiles, I'm talking about the border that I'm making. You saw me in the video start to carve them out. I've decided I'm not doing that. I'm just going to paint them. And the reason for that is there's no real benefit to carving them out because I'm just going to paint over it anyway. Do you know what I mean? So all it's going to give you is a little bit of feeling underfoot, but really all you want is the look. Oh, that's all that I want. So I'm not going to carve the floor. And the other thing about that is if I don't carve the floor out, doesn't matter where I've done it, because that's why I did it there, because it's out the way and there's always going to be a sofa or a table over it. So it doesn't matter. There'll always be something over that. So it don't really matter. That's why I did it there. But I've just done some colours. So I was going to do like orange and all these different colours, and I don't think it looks right. So then I put like this mauve on, and I quite like the mauve. And then I mixed white with the orange and made it like a really light beigey orange, and I put that on under the mauve, and that looked nice because it's got like the triangle, hasn't it, like the diamond, and then the triangles above. Oh, and I've got a blue as well. I wanted to use cobalt blue. The other problem that I've got, I'm putting like dark grey to differentiate around the tile. I don't like it. The paintbrush isn't steady enough. So I'm just going to let everything dry. In the morning I'm going to get my markers, and I'm going to try and do it with a marker because it's just sinking it. So that's what I'm going to do. I think the marker will differentiate. It'll look a lot better. And then what I'll do is, if that works, I'll go and get some more of these markers because I don't think they'll last very long. Or I'll get some Sharpies, which will do the job mint. But I think tomorrow morning I'll probably paint over what I've just done. So what you've seen me do, mark out, I think I'm going to paint over that, give it like 2 or 3 coats just to wipe it out. But what I will do tomorrow is I'll decide on my colours. I'm going to mix them up in the morning and decide on my colours, let them dry. I'll put them on some paper, put them on the floor. I'll make my decision, and then I'll crack on with it all day tomorrow, doing all the border. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go all the way around the wall, and then round with the hearth, I'm going to do all around there, so you'll have that beautiful border all the way around. But I think I need to make it wider, or there needs to be something else that continues off that with the graves in the middle. And it has to naturally go into the graves as well. So I don't know, these are the dilemmas that I've got, everybody. But I'm going to put this video out, not because I've done a lot, because I really haven't. But I want to give regular updates, and I want to, you see, if I leave it too long, then you don't know my mind process, and you won't know how many times I change my mind and everything. So that's that. And if I seem a bit flaky tonight, everyone, it's because I am. It's because, I don't know if it's just me, but like when I start something like this, I get all consumed by it. You know, like I can't think of it anything else. Like when I'm in work, I can, like, because I get consumed with my job. But like when I'm just focusing on this, I'm just constantly thinking about it. Like now, while I'm talking to you, I'm thinking, right, I'm going to start looking around for some colours, and I'm going to do this, and I also need to have a bath and other bits and pieces, and this is just what I'm like. Anyway, the other thing, what do you think of this new camera? I'm not sure. I suppose I'll see what I look like on it. I'm sure it'll show every single line that's on my face. It's supposed to. It's a 4K one. So it should upload as 4K as well, which will be nice. What else? Oh, and that's it. Tomorrow, I'll be up. I was up at 20 to 6 this morning on Saturday. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Tomorrow I'm going to get up probably about the same time. I let the crows wake me up. I leave my bedroom window open, and then the crows start about 5:30, 5:45, and then they eventually wake me up. And then they seem to go fairly quickly after that. And then, yeah, I just naturally wake up with the birds, so that's all good. Right, everybody, so this is what we're dealing with at the moment. So I hung, as you've just seen, I hung all of these pictures. It took me like nearly an hour, to be fair, although you've just seen it super, super fast. You couldn't hear this because I literally just fast forwarded it all, but I decorated this. That's the old decorating, which I painted on, took me hours. But now it's been put over with this paper, so I really like this paper, and it's a bit crazy really because the way the pictures are going to go, it covers it. But, you know, if I ever change my mind and I don't want as many pictures, then great. But, you know, that one, that looks like my cousin Amy. And no joke, I'd put a picture of her in, but I don't want to because she might go mad. But she does look like her. Right, situation is, the fire, I've put a mirror in front of it now. I think what I'm going to do with this fireplace, because I think I'm going to have the fire knocked out. Also, I'm struggling with the gas pipe. My gas man that still hasn't been in touch, so I'm going to have to deal with that. But I've got another gas man anyway, so I'm going to speak to him. But I think I'm just going to shelve putting the fire in. It's not going to go in this winter. I think I've just got to accept that. I've left it too late. And finances and stuff, you know, I'm going to Egypt next in October, and finances, it's just not going to happen. So not the way I want it to. I could rush it, but it wouldn't be right. So I'm just going to slow it down. I'm going to finish the room. It's going to be the graveyard room. There's just not going to be a fireplace. So basically this is what I'm envisaging. This whole wall here and all of this is going to be mirror. I think we'll get some more pictures for these walls. And for these walls, I don't know, I might change my mind yet. The floor now is all marked. because I've been frigging about. So literally all that painting that you just saw me do has now been marked, but it's fine because it'll just get another coat and then the couch is going to go here anyway. Bobby is going to go up. That's Bobby's picture that I got done in Egypt. I don't like that picture there, so that's going to move, but until I get something to replace it, it'll stay there. And that's it, everybody. That's where I'm up to. I just need, so this week in the evenings, I'm not doing anything tonight, but like tomorrow night I'm going to knuckle down. I'm going to, well actually what I'm waiting for is I've been on Shein and I've ordered some stencils. So the stencils that you saw me do, I'm not going ahead with it. That's where I've painted over them. I don't like it, and it'll just do me head in. So I'm going to go for like a floral border, which I'm going to have to stencil on. Then I'm going to do the graves, which are going to go the whole circumference of the room, and then finish it off. Then I think finish it off with another border. And this, what I was thinking here. You see where the couch is. So what I'm thinking is moving the couch back enough just so that this is a walkway so you can actually get out the door. So, you know, this is going to be visible. So I need to make sure it's right. And also this table, which is huge. Got this from charity for £8. Look at it. It's absolutely stunning. I just need to paint it. And then in the top, I'm going to do, I've got some beautiful pink glass, so I'm going to do a mosaic in the top, and then the table will go there on top of the pink rug, which is here. That chair will go over there. All the mirrors will be up on the wall. That will stay there, and I'm going to attach it to the wall and decorate it so it'll look okay. You won't even know there's a fireplace behind there, apart from the fact that there's a big massive hearth. The hearth is going to stay. The hearth is going to get finished because ultimately, you know, it's going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, Christ. I am going to open it back up and have the fire. And also, actually, I was just speaking to my mum. In a charity shop in Barnsley, there is an old-fashioned fire, which I'm thinking of buying. So my mum's going to go and get that for me tomorrow if it's still there. And it's one of them electric ones that you plug in and it has all them lights. So I think that'll look pretty cool. And if it does, then I'll put that mirror there, put the thing back up, and I'll just have the fire there for the time being. Next year, we'll get the fire installed. So that means that I can just get on. So all I'm waiting for now is the template. So there's nothing I can do now until that template arrives, and that'll be the next video for the room. Meanwhile, there's going to be some graveyard videos coming up, everybody. And this is how I'm having to live it. Well, I don't sit in here, I sit upstairs. But yeah, so gorgeous Eli Lee's there. Let's take a look at Eli. Bloody Nora. Is he nice? Yeah, then please do pass it over. And these pictures, by the way, I don't know who that woman is. I bought a lot of photographs off eBay and she was one of them. Look at her little dog. Oh, poor thing. To the best clothes there, look. Poor Get, she looks like she's a bit skint. Anyway, oh, and she's called Emma. She lived at a beautiful cottage. Her husband died very young, and she ended up bringing her kids up on her own. She died when she was in her 80s. I think in 1889, I think is when she died. We'll be doing a video on her at some point. And, well, I suppose we've just done it. And that's John Platt. But as I said, I want some more pictures. I've got some on the stairs, but I don't want to move them because I like them where they are. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. And this is me this evening. And I'll see you soon.